The Persona series isn't really a stranger to having different adaptations of the games. I heard that the Persona 4 anime is pretty good, and it's probably the main reason why so many people like you as a protagonist so much. Maybe I'll watch it. I'm not the biggest fan of Persona 4 in general, so I don't know, but maybe why not? And Persona 3 also got 4 movies, and from the little that I saw online, they all look really good. The animation, the design, the music, it all looks on point. Maybe I'll watch it when I get the time to do so, but exams are so brutal, man. I can't take it anymore. I need to do something else.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
And of course, you got the god awful Persona 5 anime, which is honestly just the worst adaptation I've ever seen. Actually, it is so funny that Persona 4 is not Persona 4, but Persona 5 is probably the most stylish game ever. But the anime has no source, no direction, no nothing. Like, how do you mess up so badly? You miss the mark on basically everything. Like, how do you even do that? But anyways, all that is to say that the Persona series has its fair share of adaptation. And personally for me, I think the Mementos Mission manga is one of the best by far, easily. Every character is done perfectly, from Makoto's comically serious attitude, to Yusuke's innocence, to Ryoji being the man. Like actually, like for real, who doesn't like Ryoji? He is so funny in this manga, it's actually hilarious. The panel of him and Ren protecting Makoto is just gold, I love it so much. It's really good to see the characters being portrayed with the care and respect of the source material. This feels like a story that could have easily taken place in the game, and it would have made perfect sense because the characters are true to themselves and their interaction in general is really fun to read. Ren and Akechi are the best part about this manga by far. I really like this new take on Joker. He is exactly the way I thought he would be. I'll go more in depth into his character later on, and Akechi is also great by all means. The dynamic is done so well, and it is so nice to see them interact like real friends. It doesn't feel forced or awkward, it feels natural, like a scene that's just from the game but put onto paper. It flows so well. At this point, or by now, we all know what Akechi does at the end of Persona 5. It's not a spoiler anymore. If you like pancakes, just let me know. But it's still good to see him when he's not losing his mind and actually being a detective for once. It is just really interesting to see him piece out the different cases and giving his take on it. It's just really dope to see, you know. So I'm pretty sure that the story takes place between the events of Okumua's palace and Sai's palace. That's the most logical moments for all these different events to be taking place, because it seems like the public doesn't hate the Phantom Thief and Akechi still doesn't know who they are. He probably suspects them, but there's no confirmation, so I'm not entirely sure when it takes place, but that's my guess. Mementos Mission follows Ren and the Phantom Thief solving different cases, from another president being poisoned, to a rumored killer on the loose, to the Phantom Thief being overwhelmed with stuff out of their control. It's always entertaining to read what's coming next. The manga does a great job implementing the confidants that are going to be useful to the plot. Knowing the full scope makes sense why Iwai, Takemi and Oya are all part of it. I don't want to spoil it that much because they have a major impact on the story, so I'm not going to talk about the involvement that much. You really need to experience it yourself. As I said before, Ren is by far easily the best part of the manga. It is not even close. Yes, I know he's the main character, and of course he gets the screen time, the focus and everything, but the way the author is able to portray how overwhelmed he can be with his daily life as a student and as a Phantom Thief is just excellent. He is constantly bouncing left and right, helping everyone he can without getting any rest himself. He is basically sleepwalking most of the time, but that's his duty as a leader. And this aspect of his character also shows why the members of the Phantom Thief trust him so much. He is always there to help them no matter how small the issue could seem. From bringing Anne's wallet to a photo shoot, to helping Makoto with a bracelet problem, to giving my man Yusuke some curry, it all makes sense why they rely on him so much, and it's really good to see. I also really like the fact that him having a criminal record is actually kinda important. It's not the main issue that he encounters, but it's still interesting to see that reputation gets to him. There's this panel of Ren overhearing 2 police officers talking about him, and you can see that he is visibly pissed off of being accused for something he didn't do, and it's just fucking great. Like, those small moments of character just make him better. It's fucking great, man. And also the girl from the newspaper being scared of Joker will never not be funny. The way she sees him is hilarious. I wish the game itself touched up a bit more on Joker having a criminal record, because it is basically useless for the whole game, except some comments from the student at the start. It really doesn't go anywhere. It's not that big of a deal, but I just wanted more characterization in Joker in the games, but I'm just rambling at this point. He's still my guy, you know. Seeing Joker being so expressive and funny is just fun to read. It makes me wish he was voiced in the games. I understand the argument of him being a vessel for the player, and that goes on for every single Persona protagonist. But for me, I am just tired of that self-insert excuse. Just make him a full-blown character, cause Joker has one of the sexiest voices ever. Like, listen to this clip. Like,
pillage him. Satanael!
Like, bro, he fucking cooked with that line. Like, pillage him, Satanael. Come on, man. That shit hard. It makes me wish he was voiced, because Joker himself, I see him as a troll. He is so funny with his dialogue in the game sometimes, man. But moving on from that topic, I'm just rambling. I just be yapping. One of my only gripes or complaints with the manga is that there isn't that much Phantom Thief action. Funny enough, the manga is called Mementos Mission, but there isn't that much Mementos Mission or Mementos action. The small moments that we get are gas. Like, look at this panel of Joker in his Phantom Thief attire. It's fucking cold. I use it as my lock screen, my YouTube banner, my Twitter banner, and my PSN profile. I have it everywhere, so that's why I'm kind of disappointed that we don't get that much of it, but it doesn't reveal anything at all. I just wish there was more of it per se. Before ending this vid, I have to talk about the art. It is just gorgeous, exceptional. Like, man, it feels like every single character is just shining through the panel. And he is definitely a huge fan of Makoto. There's no hiding it. He draws her in so many different ways, and they're also expressive. It's great. As a Makoto fan, this is a W. I love his art so much. I wish he was the one working on the main manga himself, because yikes, that shit is not looking good, bro. The characters, the proportion, the art, man. Just pack it up, buddy. You're not built for this. But yeah, Mementos Mission is really good. I think I went over everything I liked without spoiling anything major. The characters are true to themselves. The art is gorgeous. The manga is funny. I'm definitely gonna buy the physical manga later on this year. Joker, or Ren as a character and as a protagonist, is perfect. He is by far my favorite MC in the series, and the story as a whole is just very entertaining to read and to follow. But that's all I gotta say today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and to subscribe, and peace.